Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing the Wave event right now. The Wave event is a new dungeon that has 25 stages to it. This event is basically kind of a mini boss rush. Like, this is the actual boss rush. Then we have this stage, which is, it kind of wants to be a boss rush, but the stages are like kind of normal. You have like regular foot soldiers, and you'll have like one boss maybe every 2 stages or something. And then once you get in the later stages, it becomes a lot more prevalent. But the beginning stages are kind of like whatever, so it's not completely full-on boss rush over and over and over again, so it's whatever. The difficulty of this event varies from person to person. I've heard a lot of people say it was hard. I again said I was gonna take some time, test some teams, do some research on it, but actually I ended up literally doing it on my first try, and I didn't even try. So this stage is 45k CC basically requirement. You have one stamina requirement, which is really good. I do hate a lot of things about these new events, but one thing I definitely don't hate is the fact that they are only one stamina requirement when everything is so stamina heavy based in the game. So that is really good. My team that I'm going to be using here is very messy, just roundabout team. I have Valrem because she's silver. I've worked on her a lot hammer wise, and her memory, the best memory for her possible, is completely gold, so it's kind of a no-brainer. It just makes sense to run her. Then I have her as the leader skill because her debuff chance, you can't really go wrong with it, especially when your main AoE unit is all debuffs. Then we have Krush. Krush overall is insanely powerful because her counter has an insane percentage from her attack. So whenever she's going to be countering, she's going to be hitting hard, and that unit is most likely going to be dying. Then I have crit chance on her because you want basically every counter and every attack to be crit, and it'll just deal that much more damage. And then we have Sword Saint, who is an excellent DPS unit. Each boss / wave in this dungeon is technically a new phase. So Sword Saint's passive of her applying buffs at the beginning of the phase is going to be constantly going out. So she's basically, if you don't stall long enough, she's basically going to never not be buffed. She's never going to lose her buffs. So you don't have to worry about her speed. You don't have to worry about her crit chance. So I just went ahead and put full DPS, crit damage, and memory on her. Then we have Elsa, another excellent DPS. Although she doesn't have as incredible buffs as Sword Saint, she's still very crit damage based. Her crit and passive work really good together. Obviously, every time she crits, she has a 10% chance of attacking again, which is always really nice. So she doesn't have great crit chance like Sword Saint, so I put a little crit chance on her, but you can also run crit damage if you want to take that risk with your crits. That is completely fine too. And yeah, so I guess I could talk a little bit about hammers. Rem is full speed. Krush, I believe, is attack, HP, and defense. Then her SP hammers are based around crit chance, but I don't think I've completely rolled them yet. Rem's SP hammers are debuff chance. Then we have Sword Saint, which is attack, debuff resistance. I'm going to change debuff resistance to HP soon, I believe. Then we have the SP hammers, which are all crit damage, except for the ones that can be attack, I think. And then Elsa is attack, speed. And then her SP hammers are all attack, and then the ones that can't be attack are crit damage. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. So we're gonna take out. Oh no, we're gonna take off auto. Okay, so I messed up already. So this is a timed event. Your walking through phases is gonna be timed. So you constantly want to go as fast as possible, over and over and over. Quick is definitely something you want to really care about. And one thing I think you can do, it's in 2.5 times speed, so the timer is going 2.5 times faster. If you want to take it off and have like those few milliseconds extra to spare, you definitely can do that. But again, you're gonna be sitting through a 1 time speed game when you've been playing this game probably for 2.5 the entire time, so it's going to be very slow to you, and that in itself can be painful. So again, we're just going as fast as possible. Nothing too challenging yet. For this one, we're not going to AoE yet. I want to save AoE for one with multiple units, and again, also double attacking there. Just really nice, because I think the animation's a little faster. Then, of course, Sword Sing is a risk in herself, because every single phase you're applying your buffs, so every single phase you have to wait for this passive over and over again. Sometimes it's not as fast, but still, it can be quite tedious. And for the most part, I'm just one-shotting, you know, these units aren't too bad. Some units are going to start to be getting to have cover, which is going to stop your AoEs. Cover basically directs all opponents' attacks to that unit, so if you see a character with a stickman figure as a buff, I'll show you in a bit, you definitely want to save your AoEs. Like this one right here, this is the cover. So you definitely want to save your AoEs, unless your AoE can stun in some sort of way, whether it's like, I think fatigue, charm, taunt, no, not taunt, freeze, any form of stun can actually stop cover. So you have to be very reliant and really know your debuff chance. Like, of course, with Rem as my leader, I know she's gonna debuff, so I know that AoE is gonna hit everyone. But if your debuff chance isn't too great, you use that AoE and you miss your chance to debuff, then you're just wasting your AoE on that cover unit, so it's a give and take. I think Rem is perfect for dealing with them because she has a single target AoE or charm as well, so I'm gonna kill that guy. Kill him because he's next. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. Again, you probably want to kill whoever's next. There's Krush with my counter, very strong, basically a one-shot. Try to kill people who is next so they don't pop their animations, they don't waste my time. Then we have this chick, she's a little hard, so actually I made the wrong play there. I wanted to use her Ram's basic skill to debuff with her defense down, so that was unfortunate, but we managed to clean up. And also you saw even Elsa with her crit chance didn't crit right there, so sometimes, you know, Elsa really needs that help. So here it starts getting a little harder once you get into the jail. These are the stages that are a little time heavy. Nice. We're just going through the motions here, going as fast as possible. Definitely don't want to proc too many of your, you know, S1s, S2s on useless units. You definitely want to min-max your damage as much as possible. Min-max your animations. So this guy, take him out, get charm, then kill you, then probably kill you. Where's Papa? Ulti there. Oh, that did not do anything. This is a very bad stage. I made some poor decisions here. Little stages like this can really, you know, waste your time, so make sure you're not doing stuff like this. It's important to min-max all of your skills and time, but also you have to pay attention to see how greedy you're being. Sometimes that can really bite you in the butt. Defense down, and take him out. Oh, we didn't get defense down. I should have ulted right there. That was my fault. So I was hoping to clear a little faster this time, but I think I'm actually going to clear a little worse. I think it's because I'm explaining everything, but you know, it's given with the job, it's alright. Yeah, like there, I should have killed him instead. That was my bad, but we do get a counter, so it's basically free. But the counter animation is a little long. Also, I don't know, I'm pretty sure counters or animation stops the counter, but to be safe, I probably would play this entire event without animations on, because the counter could be a little buggy, you never know. That guy counters as well. Watch out for that jail guy, because that counter will waste a little bit, tiny bit of your time. Every second counts. So we have 2 more stages to go. We're running on some good time. This guy's cover. So kill this guy. And you have to click right on the target. I never noticed that. I always click like around, but I guess, I don't know, I've been getting lucky with my clicks or something, because that's never how it used to be. Alright, one more stage. This should be this chick. I remember this chick. I completely just destroyed her. I think I used this, and then I just one-shot her with this. Yeah, the defense down is really good. Defense down in the game in general is like really good, because I think it's like an 80% defense down. So it is insanely good. So we're gonna defense down him again. Hit him with Elsa. Hopefully she crits. Yes, solid damage. Fortunately, we don't have Sword Saint up. I don't believe damage over time applies to this guy. We're just gonna go ahead and use probably not the AoE. In that case, I think I should have used the S1, because yeah, then he spawns extra units, and those could have been debuffed. So then we're gonna have the still defense down. Nice crit on him. Hit hard with Crush. So I think I'm gonna beat this with a lot more time than I had before. I definitely thought I had way more mistakes in this run, but I guess I'm gonna have a lot more time. My first time was like 1 minute and 20 seconds. This one looks like it's around 2 minutes, so that's pretty interesting. So definitely increase some time. So that's overall a run. I hope you guys got a lot of reference out of that. There are some missions that have yet to be translated, but I have seen some of the missions being done on Twitter, and we just got one, which is really good. These missions have been done. There are time missions, there are score missions, whatever this is. I think this is like a set amount of score that you can get per run, and then you just keep going over and over and over until you actually get to 1500. Then there are obviously the top one. You have to clear with 5 minutes left, which is something I hope to do. Then we have some of, I think, the other stages. I'm not sure if it is all for this 25 wave event, and none of them are for the whale event, or some of them are for the whale event. Again, I don't know. I know some of the missions are clear with a full team of Amelia Camp, clear with Crush Camp, Felt Camp, and Anastasia Camp, but I believe with Felt, Crush, and Anastasia, you only need to use 3 of their units. Then 1 unit can be from any other camp or any other, place. But the Amelia has to be a full team of Amelia Camp units. So again, in the Discord, we have a sorting. We have all of these sorting things translated. I believe some of these say like Amelia Camp, Anastasia Camp. So if you don't know, I mean, it's pretty obvious, whoever's on each other's sides. Like, of course, Ram would be Amelia Camp. Crush would, of course, be Crush Camp. Felix would, of course, be Crush Camp. Very obvious things like that. But if you ever wanted to know, the Discord has all of those translated. So, and then, of course, once all of the actual missions get translated, I will make another video just talking about them. Maybe do another run, see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to clear this run, show it to you guys. It is not too hard as long as you're using, basically, I just picked a bunch of really strong units that I enjoyed playing around, and I built the hell out of them. I got them all gold star as far as I could. The only case where that's not the case is Crush, because Crush is just a really strong unit, and I was fortunate enough to get her, so I just slapped her on the team, and she works pretty well in a lot of PvE because of her counter and her insanely high DPS with that counter. So I think she just complemented the team well. But Elsa, Sword Saint, Ram, of course, I had to put some time into them, and it is a wonky team, but I put so much effort into putting into my units that it just worked really well. So if you have units like that, I would definitely recommend them over like you using maybe like something like this, where this Meliak is really good for the event, but I have not built her at all, but I'm still going to use her. Like, definitely prioritize the units that you've been building first. Try it out with them, see if you can do it. Then maybe switch up your teams, see what happens. Again, it's only 1 stamina, so there's a lot of testing that you can be doing with this. It is very accessible. So yeah, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit of a long one, but I hope you stuck around to the end and learned some things. See you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys when I make these, or they translate these missions and I make that video. And yeah, see you next time.